you see how much kidnappers are picking for victims.
My thing is, government will all the stakeholders get that analysis. The 3% for the oil producing community is too low.
But the support that is needed. And what you get to support your energy will blossom.
This is Nigeria. You need to give people sense of belonging.
Good morning and welcome to Inside Nigeria, coming to you live from Leadership Podcast Studio. My name is Tion Joseph, and this morning I'll be walking you through major stories from 5 different Nigerian newspapers. Permit me this morning to start with Nigeria's most influential newspaper, which is the Leadership newspaper. Now on Leadership this morning, the major story says insecurity, northern governors, traditional rulers, back creation of state police. You can find this story on page 4. Now moving down there, the bullets say pledge to support amendment of constitution to achieve goal. Next bullet on Leadership this morning says agree to harvest 2,000 megawatt of solar energy to support region's economic activities. The very last bullet on Leadership this morning says I've done well in security infrastructure. PMB declares. Welcome. Thank you, Mr. President. Now, these stories and much more can be found on our website. You just need to hop on to www.leadership.ng and you can have all the stories served. Now, let's move on to the very next paper for today. And on my list, the very next paper is This Day. And on this day, this morning, the major story says 2023, Atiku proposes $10 billion economic stimulus fund for MSMEs on Ford Blueprint. Moving down there, the first bullet says vows to privatize refineries that utilize $1.55 billion to revitalize them. Moving next, says he will propose legislation to remove electricity from exclusive list. And the very last bullet on leadership on this day, this morning says, Ms. Makinde, Southwest Party leaders today, promises to help PDP win Lagos. That is all we'll be taking for this day, this morning. Moving on to the next Nigerian daily, that is the Blueprint. Now on Blueprint this morning, lead story says, South APC to Adamu, Bajabia Mila, Sanwo-Olu, Fayemi's visit to Wike, demarketing our party. Moving down there, the first bullet says unholy pilgrimage, endorsement of opposition, PDP. Next one says, urges Rivers governor to join party through front door. Very last bullet on Blueprint this morning says, Atiku unveils blueprint, vows to tackle crawling economy. Let's move briskly to the next Nigerian daily. And on my list, we have the Punch newspaper. And on the Punch, the lead story says, Atiku, Okowa rubbish APC over Muslim ticket economy. The full story can be found on page 2. Moving down there, says unemployment rose by 54% to 68 million Nigerians poorer under Buhari. Moving down, says Muslim ticket dangerous for troubled nation like Nigeria, Okowa tells APC. Moving down, Northern can restates position to same faith ticket. Very last bullet on Punch this morning says, I have done well, Buhari. Now on to the next paper for today. The next paper will be The Guardian. And on The Guardian this morning, the lead story says, APC dressing Nigeria in borrowed robes. Atiku slams Buhari's policies. Now we take the first 3 bullets so that we'll move briskly on to the last paper for today. First bullet here says, vows to earmark $20 billion for Nigeria's infrastructure financing if elected. That is talking about Atiku. Second bullet says, presidential candidates accuse LCCR of bias over non-invitation to parley. Very last bullet on The Guardian this morning says, Atiku, I've never seen Lagos so mobilized for PDP. Thank you. That will be all we're taking on The Guardian this morning. Let's head briskly to the very last paper for today, and that would be The Nation. And on The Nation this morning, the major story says, Buhari, we have done well with available resources. 2 bullets down there. We'll take them briskly before we close for the day. First bullet says Ohaneze restates commitment to Nigeria. And the very last bullet for the nation this morning is Igbo leaders seek equity. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. But don't go just yet, because right after here, David Tucker and his team is in the studio ready to give us breakdown and even much details about all these stories. Join us again tomorrow by 10 a.m. for more stories. Thank you very much. My name is Tion Joseph. Do have a great day.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.